Dang, now that I think about it, I should have asked Florencio to join us too. That would have been awesome. I'm going to do it next time. Alright, in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the red Zerg, Scars. By the way, Exile, I still have your games to cast, which I will be doing right after this one. His opponent, in the bottom right, it's the blue Zerg, Derastat. So my ZvZ expertise is going to be on full display here, guys. Be gentle. Haha. Jiggy, you're a scrub, bro. You've no passion for the game. No passion. I've actually come to be able to watch mirror matchups over time. I've always enjoyed watching TVT. Playing it is a different story, but I've always enjoyed watching TVT. PvP, I think, used to be unbearable. I think ZvZ used to be unbearable too. Both of them. In Heart of the Swarm, PvP and ZvZ, I think, were just awful. When it was like Roach versus Roach every single game. Okay, first it was Muta versus Muta every single game. Then it was Roach versus Roach every single game. After the Spore Crawler buff. Then it was Swarm Host versus Swarm Host. So I think in Heart of the Swarm, ZvZ was possibly the worst matchup in the game. In Heart of the Swarm, PvP, like I said, I was not a fan of it. I was bored out of my mind. You had like Tempest versus Tempest, late game battles, Colossus, Deathball, plus Tempest versus Colossus, Deathball plus Tempest. Was not very exciting in my opinion. But I think that Legacy of the Void, for all of its flaws, I think that Legacy of the Void is definitely more exciting, at least to watch. Playing it, you could say, is much more stressful all around. But I think that ZvZ is much better to watch, and same with PvP. I actually don't mind watching them. So here we go. We're getting right underway here. Scars is actually going in. It looks like he's taking a bit of a roundabout way to scout. He has a Baneling Nest on the way, but he is not aware of this. He should be aware that pressure is coming because that Overlord went right over this wave of Zerglings. I'm not sure if this Overlord... I think this Overlord will see the Banelings sneak right past. Let's take a look right now. Yes, he does in fact see them sneak past. There are no drones to be killed down here at the natural for Scars. Defensive Banelings being morphed in. Lings try to get on the Banelings, but the Banelings are actually detonated on the Banelings of Scars. Good positioning here on the Queen. Spinecrawler goes down. Drones are going to have to be pulled. This Queen is not going to be enough to hold at all. Nice micro there by Scars to pull the Queen back and get their drones through. Banelings are out now for Scars. It looks like his natural is in serious jeopardy though. More Banelings being morphed in for Derastat. So we've gotten right into the thick of it here. Right away. The Banelings do see the Banelings of Derastat. It's going to elect to save them for the Zerglings, which of course is the better choice. The Banelings of Derastat being taken out by Lings plus one Queen. One ambitious Baneling tries to get up there into the main. Does not work. Scars is going to bring his own Banelings back and zone away the Zerglings of Derastat, at least for now. Derastat mixing in a drone with his units. Not sure if he's going to try to slowly transition out of this. I don't think that can work. I think he's really, really far behind. Scars has mounted an excellent defense thus far. Derastat is getting his natural. Oh my goodness, that was really close. That's kind of the story of ZvZ is it's so close and then nothing happens. But man, it is pretty freaking nerve-wracking during that oh-so-close moment, and you don't know if you're just going to lose the game in one instant. Scars continuing to defend successfully. He has 5 workers ahead in a mirror matchup. That is a big deal. However, Derastat is adding more drones behind this and will catch up quickly. More Banelings being morphed in now for Scars. Coming up on a supply block with no Overlords in production. That could be trouble. Baneling trying to get in should be knocked away by the Queen. Lings getting a partial surround on the Queen, but run away as soon as the Banelings complete their evolution. So I think this has been a complete defense from Scars now. I don't think we're going to see any more waves from Derastat, and the question becomes, can Derastat hold on to the counterattack? Scars has not made any drones for the past several minutes, and it looks like he wants to end the game here and now. If he can pick off these morphing Banelings, that will be a great start to that. Does indeed get one of the Banelings, pulls off before the second one can complete, gets his own Banelings out front. One Baneling of Derastat is going to complete, and Scars just gets around it, takes out the other morphing Baneling of Derastat, and I think he may have done it. The Queen does fall. Final Queen comes out, tries to focus down the Banelings, but they're going to get in. This is a really, really nice job here by Scars. He was so close to getting all of the drones on the ramp. I don't think it matters. He has done more than enough damage. And I don't see any way now that Derastat can hold on. By the way, this is new, because I don't have any interface downloaded, and I haven't switched to any interface in the options. So they must have added that with the patch. Yeah, I actually hated the faster pace of the game at first, but I got used to it, and I definitely prefer it now. Scars just doing a cleanup job here. As I said, I think he's done more than enough damage to warrant the win. Derastat agrees and calls GG. That was a really nice defense. Scars did see the wave of Zerglings right here, but that was when the Banelings had already morphed in over here. He still managed to get out just enough units to hang on. Had excellent micro between his Queen and his drones up in the main to save the game. Really well done.